Be me? Sancha Sen, gender equality advocate and progressive relationship blogger. Built platform around dismantling outdated gender roles. Chivalry is patronizing. Women don't need special treatment. Treat women as equals. Not delicate flowers. Wrote extensively about this. Viral posts. Speaking engagements. Online courses. Modern women don't need doors held. The problem with ladies first. Why gentleman behavior is sexist. Had hundreds of thousands of followers. Women who agreed men treating them differently than other men was fundamentally condescending. Started dating guy at 30. He was 32. Construction project manager. Traditional upbringing. Southern family. Old school manners. Very gentleman type from first date. All the traditional behaviors. Open car door. Pulled out chair. Ordered for me, after asking what I wanted. Walked on street side of sidewalk. Gave me his jacket when cold. Insisted on paying. It was sweet. But also problematic. Second date. Addressed it. You don't need to do all that. Do what? The door opening. Chair pulling. All the chivalry stuff. I can do those things myself. He looked confused. I know you can. I do it to be polite. But it's based on me being a woman. Implies I need help. Never thought of it that way. Just how I was raised. Treat ladies with respect. But why treat ladies different than how you treat men? That's the sexism. He considered this. I guess I see your point. What would you prefer? Just treat me like you'd treat anyone. Like one of your friends? No special treatment. Just equality. Okay. I can do that. Third date was different. He didn't open car door. Just got in himself. Didn't pull out chair. We both sat down. We split the check. Walked side by side. No sidewalk chivalry. It felt equal. Felt right. Felt progressive. Started noticing changes in how he interacted. No more after you at doors. We just went through whoever got there first. No more carrying my bags. I carried my own. No more offering jacket. I was responsible for my own warmth. No more insisting on paying. We alternated or split. This was equality. This was what I wanted. Month into relationship. Went to dinner with his friends. All construction guys. Rough around edges. Beer drinking. Sports watching. Traditionnel masculine type. They treated me exactly like one of them. No special consideration. Swearing freely. Crude jokes. Burping at table. Talking over me. At first thought, this is equality. This is how they treat each other. But after a while, felt a bit much. They were playing pool. Asked if I wanted to join. Sûr. Got absolutely destroyed. They didn't go easy. Made fun of my playing like they would with each other. Wow. That was terrible. My grandma shoots better. You're awful at this. Laughed it off. But stung a bit. Boyfriend didn't defend me. Joined in the teasing. Yeah. Bob. That was pretty bad. Like I was one of the guys. Which is what I asked for. But felt weird. Later mentioned it. Your friends were kind of harsh. He shrugged. That's how we are. We bust each other's balls. They were pretty rough on me. You said treat you like anyone else? That's how I treat my friends. We give each other, but I'm your girlfriend. You said don't treat you different because you're a woman. So I'm not. He wasn't wrong. This is what I requested. Equal treatment. No special consideration. Few weeks later, was carrying heavy groceries. Struggling with bags. He walked past me. Went to unlock door. Didn't offer to help. Had to ask, can you take a bag? Oh. Sûr. Took one bag. Left me struggling with rest. Before, he would have automatically taken the heavy bags. Insisted on carrying most. Now. Equal division. Each carry our own, even when I was clearly struggling, because helping would imply I was weaker, needed assistance. That was sexist assumption. So, he didn't make it. Started noticing more situations, was sick with flu. He went about his day, didn't check on me much, didn't offer to get medicine, didn't make soup. When I asked, why? You're an adult. You can take care of yourself. I don't baby my friends when sick, but I'm not just your friend. You said treat you equally. I am. My buddy Tom was sick last week. I texted him, that sucks. Men? Same thing I did with you. Had to explicitly ask for medicine from store? For soup? For care? He complied when asked, but didn't anticipate needs. Didn't offer unprompted because that would be treating me like delicate woman who needed taking care of. Not strong equal partner. Month 3. Went to his family gathering. His brother brought girlfriend. Traditional girl. His brother did all the gentleman things for her. Opened doors. Pulled out chair. Got her drinks. Attended to her. She seemed happy. Comfortable. Cared for. Meanwhile, boyfriend treated me like he treated his male cousins. Slapped my back hard when telling jokes. Didn't save me a seat. I had to find my own. Didn't get me anything. When getting himself food, I had to get my own. His mom noticed. He treating you okay? Yeah? Why? Just seems a bit rough with you. Not very attentive. He's treating me as equal. Not like I'm fragile. H. She didn't look convinced. His brother's girlfriend whispered to me later, is everything okay? He barely interacts with you. He interacts with me like he does his friends. Equal treatment, but you're not his friend. You're his girlfriend. Doesn't he want to take care of you? That's patriarchal thinking. I don't need taking care of. Okay, she seemed concerned, but dropped it, driving home. Mentioned the comments. Your mom and your brother's girlfriend thought you were treating me badly? He laughed. They're traditional. Don't get what we have. They think I should baby you. Right? Exactly. We're more evolved than that? Exactly. But felt weird being compared to his brother's relationship, where she seemed cherished. Attended to Special. While I was one of the guys. Equal. Independent. But somehow less. Month 4. Group camping trip with his friends and their partners. Other guys were setting up tents for girlfriends. Carrying their stuff. Making sure they were comfortable. My boyfriend handed me tent bag. You want to set this up? Don't you want to do it together? I'm going to help Tom with fire. You got this. Struggled with tent. Never set one up before. His friend Mike came over. Need help. Looked at boyfriend. He was busy with fire. Sûr? Thanks. Mike helped set up tent. Where's your man? Helping with fire. He knows you haven't camped before. Right. Yeah. Interesting. He didn't elaborate. But tone said enough. That night was freezing. Boyfriend was in sleeping bag. Warm and comfortable. I was shivering. Didn't bring warm enough clothes. He noticed. Cold? Yeah. Should have packed better. Rullet over. Went to sleep. Across campsite. Could see Mike giving girlfriend his extra fleece. Making sure she was warm. My boyfriend treated me like he'd treat male friend who underpacked. Sucks for you. Better luck next time. Is this equality? Or is this lack of care? Started feeling confused about what I wanted. Morning. Mentioned it. I was really cold last night. Yeah. Camping's rough. You didn't offer me anything, like extra clothes? He looked confused. You're an adult? Responsible for your own packing? I'm not your mom. Other guys help their girlfriends. Other guys baby their girlfriends. Treat them like they can't handle themselves. That what you want me to treat you like helpless woman who needs big strong man to take care of her. Put that way. Sounded bad. No. Don't want that. Then I don't understand what you're asking for. Didn't know how to articulate what I wanted. equality, but also care, independence, but also attention. Started researching for professional purposes about chivalry and feminism. Found interesting debates. Some feminists argued chivalry was definitely sexist. Implied women needed help, were weaker, less capable. Other feminists argued chivalry was about care, showing someone they're valued, not about capability, but about affection. One article struck me. The difference between benevolent sexism and caring behavior argued that opening doors because women can't open doors, that's sexist. Opening doors because you care about someone and want to do kind things, that's different. Was I conflating the two? Brought this up with boyfriend. What if door opening isn't about me being weak, but about you caring? He looked irritated. You spent months telling me it was sexist, that I should treat you like I treat everyone. Now you're changing your mind. Not changing mind. Just exploring nuance. Sounds like changing mind. Make up your mind. Do you want equality or special treatment? Can't have both. Why can't I have both? Because they're opposites. Either I treat you like everyone else, or I treat you special. You told me not to treat you special because you're a woman. So I stopped. But you're treating me like one of your guy friends, not like your girlfriend. What's the difference supposed to be, if not the chivalry stuff you rejected? Didn't have good answer. Started noticing more contrast between my relationship and friends' relationships. Friend, Sarah's boyfriend, remembered her coffee order. Would surprise her with it. My boyfriend, if getting coffee, would ask if I wanted any, but wouldn't remember my order because he didn't do that for his male friends. Why should he for me? Friend Lisa's boyfriend planned special dates. Thought about what she'd enjoy. Made reservations. My boyfriend, we'd figure out plans together, or I'd plan them. Equal division of labor, no one treating the other special. Friend Mia's boyfriend complimented her regularly. Told her she was beautiful. Made her feel special. My boyfriend didn't really compliment. You look nice. Occasionally, but not more than he'd tell male friend. Nice shirt. Man, same energy. Started feeling not special. Not valued as girlfriend. Just as buddy who he happened to have sex with brought this up. I don't feel like girlfriend. Feel like friend with benefits? He was hurt. I love you. We're in relationship. What else do you want? Want to feel special? Valued? Cherished? By me doing all that chivalry you said was sexist? Maybe I was wrong. No? You were right. You gave me whole lecture about gender equality. About not treating you different. I changed my entire behavior. Now you're saying change back. Not change back. Just find balance. What balance? You were very clear. Chivalry is patronizing. Treat you like equal. I did that. Now you're unhappy. I don't know what you want. Started crying because I didn't know either. Wanted equality, but also wanted to feel loved. Special. Cared for. Were those mutually exclusive? Went to therapist. Individual session. Explained situation. Told boyfriend chivalry was sexist. He stopped all of it. Now treats me like male friend. I feel unvalued. Therapist asked good questions. What specifically do you miss? Thought about it. Miss feeling cared for? Feeling like he's thinking about me. Feeling special to him? And you associate those feelings with chivalrous behavior? I guess so. But you also believe that behavior is sexist? Yes. Or I did. Now I'm confused. What if? Therapist suggested chivalry, as you experienced it, wasn't about your gender, but about you specifically being special to him, but he did it from first date before knowing me because I'm a woman. True. But he could have continued because you're you person he cares about. Not because you're woman, but because you're his partner. Never thought of it that way. You rejected the behavior without distinguishing between sexist motivation and caring motivation. So he stopped all of it. and now treats you with same consideration he gives male friends, which is minimal because men don't typically do caring behaviors for each other. Exactly. You ask to be treated like he treats men. Men don't take care of each other. Don't show special consideration, so you get none. This was revelatory. I'd equated equality with identical treatment. But identical treatment to men meant no special care. No particulière attention. No romantic consideration, because men don't do that for each other. Made post about this on my platform. Admitting confusion, I rejected chivalry as sexist. Boyfriend stopped all special treatment. Now I feel like buddy, not girlfriend. Wrestling with what I actually want. Response was immediate and polarized. Some followers angry. You're backtracking on feminism. Chivalry is sexist. Don't give in to patriarchy. Others sympathetic. I've experienced this. Told boyfriend I don't need special treatment. Now I get none. Feel invisible. Men's perspectives were interesting. We can't win. Do chivalry? We're sexist. Don't do it. We don't care. What do you actually want? That was the question. What did I actually want? Started researching more deeply about gender. Care? And relationships. Found researcher named Dr. Patricia Chun who studied this exact dynamic. Her work suggested chivalry was problematic when it assumed incompetence. You can't open door because woman. But caring behaviors weren't. When they showed consideration, I'll get the door because I care. The difference was assumption of incapability versus expression of care. Reached out to Dr. Chun for interview for my platform and personal understanding. She was generous with time. This is common confusion. Women reject benevolent sexism, which is good. But then partners stop all considerate behavior because they conflate sexism with care. She continued, healthy relationship has mutual care. Both partners doing considerate things for each other. That's not sexist. That's partnership. But what about things like door opening, chair pulling, traditional gendered behaviors? Those can be either, if he does them because he thinks you can't, that's sexist. If he does them because he wants to do nice things for you, that's care. Motivation matters. How do you tell difference? Ask him, why does he do it? If answer is about your capability, that's problem. If answer is about caring, that's different. Never asked my boyfriend. Just assumed it was sexist because it was gendered. Dr. Chun noted, many women make this mistake. Reject all differential treatment. Don't distinguish between patronizing and caring. End up with partners who treat them with same consideration as casual acquaintances. That's not what anyone wants. Exactly what happened to me. Started seeing this pattern in coaching clients. Woman. Arshitsio. Similar story. I told boyfriend I don't need him to do things for me. Now he doesn't. Feels like he doesn't care. What things did you reject? All of it. Opening doors? Carrying things. Planning dates? Giving compliments. Said I'm independent woman. Don't need any of that. And now I feel like we're roommates. He treats me exactly like he treats his male roommate. Functional. But not loving. Did you want to be treated exactly like his roommate? No. I wanted to be treated like capable adult, but also like girlfriend. I didn't know those were different things. Another client, Century. My husband stopped doing anything romantic after I said traditional gender roles were sexist. What did he used to do? Flowers, date planning, opening car door, carrying groceries, all of it. Why did you tell him to stop? Because it felt patriarchal. Like he was the provider and I was the provided for. Felt unequal. And now we're equal. Equally unromantic. Equally practical. Equally unhappy. This was epidemic. Women rejecting traditional care in name of equality. Ending up with functional but cold relationships where partners treated them with same minimal consideration given to anyone. Started developing framework for my practice. Distinguishing between benevolent sexism, I'll carry that because women are weak, versus caring behavior. I'll carry that because I care about you and want to help. Key difference, motivation, and reciprocity. If man does caring things because he thinks woman can't, that's sexist. If he does them because he cares and she does caring things for him too, that's partnership. Published article about this, chivalry versus care. Rejecting sexism without rejecting love, detailed the distinction. How to tell difference. How to accept care without accepting sexism. How to maintain equality while showing special consideration. Article went viral. More than anything, I'd written, because it resolved tension, many women felt want equality, but also want to feel special. These seemed contradictory, but didn't have to be. Comments were revealing, this is exactly what I needed. I've been so confused. Pushing away boyfriend's care because I thought it was sexist. But I miss feeling cared for. Another, my girlfriend rejected all my gestures, said they were patriarchal. Now she complains I don't show I care. This article explains what happened. Another, I wish I'd read this before destroying my marriage. I rejected everything he tried to do for me. He stopped trying. Now, we're divorced. Started getting contacted by researchers, by therapists, by journalists. This was clearly a widespread issue. One therapist shared, I see this constantly. Women in their 30s who pushed for total equality now feel unloved. Partners treating them like buddies. They're devastated. Another therapist, the pendulum swung from patronizing chivalry to cold equality. Neither extreme works. Need equal partners who also care for each other. That middle ground was what I needed to find with my own boyfriend. Had serious conversation. I think I was wrong. What about all of it? The chivalry rejection. He put down phone, gave me full attention. This was serious. I told you it was sexist to treat me specially. But I think I conflated sexism with care. He listened carefully. When you opened doors, carried things for me. Was it because you thought I couldn't do it myself? He thought about it. Honestly. At first, maybe that's how I was raised. Women need help. But after knowing you, seeing how capable you are, it became about wanting to do things for you because I cared. That's what I thought. But you said it was sexist. So I stopped. I was wrong to say that blanket statement without distinguishing. So what now? Can we find balance where we're equal partners but also care for each other? Specifically, what does that look like? Both of us doing thoughtful things for each other. Not because we can't, but because we care. I can do that. But I'm not going back to doing everything while you do nothing. Absolutely not. Reciprocal care. Both of us. He seemed relieved. I've missed doing things for you. Missed feeling like I could show I care through actions. I've missed it too. Missed feeling special. Missed feeling like more than just one of the guys. Started implementing new dynamic. He started opening doors again. Not always, but sometimes, when hands were full, or just because I started doing thoughtful things too, making his coffee how he liked it, planning dates, remembering things he mentioned. It was reciprocal. Both of us caring, both of us trying, both of us making other feel special. His friends noticed on next outing, you're being nice to her again. He smiled. Yeah? Turns out equality doesn't mean being equally inconsiderate. They laughed. But I noticed he made sure I had drink. Saved me seat. Included me in conversation. Not babying me. Just caring about me. Treating me like someone special who happened to be at guys' night. Not just one of the guys. His mom noticed too at next family gathering. He's treating you better. We found balance? Good. You're not just his friend. You're his partner. Should be treated with extra care. She was right. Made comprehensive post 6 months later about journey from equality to care. How I almost lost love in pursuit of feminism. Detailed everything. Rejecting chivalry. him treating me like the guys, feeling unloved, realizing my mistake, finding balance. Post resonated deeply. Thousands of shares. Comments from women who'd experienced same, I did this exactly. Pushed away all special treatment. Now boyfriend treats me like his bros. Working on fixing it. Men's comments insightful. We want to show we care. But get told it's sexist. So we stop, then get told we don't care. Can't win. That was the problem. Mixed messages. Reject care as sexism. Then, complain about lack of care. Started teaching this in all my work. Workshops on equality now included section on care and consideration. Can have both. Equal capability. Special treatment. These aren't contradictory if treatment is about care. Not capability. If it's reciprocal. Not one-sided. If it's chosen. Not assumed necessary. One workshop participant had breakthrough. I've been telling husband for 2 years not to help me because I can do it myself. And he stopped helping. Now I realized the issue wasn't whether I could, but whether he wanted to show he cared. I rejected that. What changed, understanding that accepting help doesn't mean I'm incapable, means I'm loved. Exactly. Started seeing success stories from participants, couples finding balance between equality and care. One woman reported, told my boyfriend I was wrong about rejecting his gestures. He started doing them again. But I reciprocate now. We both care for each other. It's beautiful. Another participant, my wife and I both do special things for each other. Not because the other can't, but because we want to show we care. It's transformed our relationship, current relationship. 1 year post-realization. Has found sweet spot. We're absolutely equal partners, equal say in decisions, equal capability, equal respect. But we also care for each other in special ways. He opens car doors sometimes. Not because I can't, but because he's being sweet. I plan special dates sometimes. Not because he can't, but because I want to show I care. He carries heavy things often. Not because I'm weak, but because he wants to help. I cook his favorites sometimes. Not because I should, but because I want to see him happy. It's reciprocal. It's caring. It's equal all at once. Because we distinguish between patronizing and caring, between assumed incapability and chosen consideration. Made final comprehensive post. 1 year after, equality and care can coexist. Full journey. Initial rejection of chivalry. Being treated like one of guys. Feeling unloved. Understanding the difference. Rebuilding with balance. Current happy state. Post helped many struggling with same issue. Thank you for this. I've been so confused. Thought I had to choose between feminism and romance. Now I see I don't. Another comment. As a man, this gives me hope. I want to show I care. But scared of being called sexist, this framework helps. Third comment. Sharing with daughter. She's pushing away her boyfriend's kindness, calling it patriarchal. She needs to read this. Final reflections after this journey. Key lessons. Chivalry can be sexist when it assumes incapability. But care isn't sexist when it shows consideration. Distinction matters. Equal partners can still do special things for each other. Reciprocal care is different from assumed helplessness. Accepting kindness doesn't mean accepting patriarchy. Can be strong and capable and still let someone do nice things because they care. That's not weakness. That's love. Also learned about myself. My feminism was rigid. All or nothing thinking. Either total equality, meaning identical treatment, or patriarchal subjugation. No middle ground, but middle ground exists. Equal partners who care for each other specially, who do thoughtful things, who show consideration, not because they must, but because they want to. That's not betraying feminism. That's evolved feminism that recognizes equality and care aren't mutually exclusive, can coexist beautifully when done right, Boyfriend told me recently, I'm glad we figured this out. May too, I like being able to show I care without being told it's sexist. I like receiving it, knowing it comes from care, not condescension, and I like when you do things for me. 2, makes me feel special. That's the key. Reciprocal. Both of us caring. Both of us trying. Both of us making the other feel valued. Not because we're weak, but because we're loved. That's what I learned from demanding partner stop gentleman behavior and him treating me like one of the guys. Got what I asked for. Realized it wasn't what I wanted. What I wanted was to be treated as equal and as special, capable and cared for, strong and loved all at once. That's possible when you distinguish between sexism and care, between patronizing and loving, between assumed incapability and chosen kindness. That's the balance. That's what works. That's what creates relationship where both people feel equal and valued, capable and cherished, independent and connected. That's real feminism. Not rejecting all care as patriarchy, but accepting care as love while maintaining full equality as partners. That's what I learned the hard way by rejecting everything and getting nothing. Then rebuilding with wisdom and nuance and understanding that care and equality aren't enemies, they're partners. Just like we are, equal and caring. Both at once, finally, 2 years after finding balance, started seeing this dynamic play out everywhere. In clients, in friends, in broader culture, young women especially struggling with same confusion, clients, our chaloupe, came to me in tears. I don't understand what's wrong. What happened? Boyfriend and I fight constantly about how he treats me. Explain. Sometimes I want him to take charge. Plan things. Be romantic. Be decisive. But when he does, I get angry. Tell him I can decide myself. Don't need him directing me. What does he say? He's frustrated. Says I'm giving mixed messages. Want him to lead. Then get mad when he does. She was not wrong. This was exactly what I'd done. Wanted care and attention, but rejected it as sexism when it appeared. Worked with her on distinguishing between controlling behavior versus considerate behavior. When he plans date, is he ignoring your preferences? She thought about it. No. He asked what I like. Plans around that, so he's being thoughtful. Not controlling. I guess so, but it feels like he's taking over, or he's taking care of things. Showing initiative. Being romantic. When you put it that way, how does it feel different? I think I've been interpreting thoughtfulness as him thinking I can't do it myself. Has he ever said that? No. Never. So you're assuming his motivation is sexist when it might just be him showing he cares? I think you're right. Started seeing this pattern, women interpreting all differential treatment as sexist, even when it was loving. Another client, Arshitio, my husband got mad at me. What happened? He planned surprise weekend getaway. I told him he should have asked me first. Not just assumed I'd want to go. Did you want to go? Yes. It was perfect place I'd been wanting to visit. So why were you upset? Because he didn't ask, just planned it. Like I don't have say. Did he prevent you from having a say? No. He asked if dates worked for me. If I wanted to go, I could have said no. So he planned something thoughtful for you that you wanted. And you got angry because he took initiative. She started crying. I think I'm sabotaging my own happiness. He does nice things. I find reasons to be offended. Why do you think that is? Because I've been taught that men doing things is them being controlling, that I should be offended by traditional gestures, even when they're loving. This was epidemic. Entire generation taught to reject traditional care as inherently sexist. Without examining individual motivations or contexts, started researching this more systematically, surveyed 5,000 women ages 25 to 40 about their relationships and attitudes toward traditional gestures. Results were striking. 78% said they believed chivalry was sexist. But 71% also said they wanted partners to do chivalrous things. 84% said they valued equality. But 76% wanted partners to take initiative romantically. 68% rejected traditional gender roles. But 73% wanted to feel cared for and protected. The contradictions were massive. Women wanted equality and special treatment, independence and care, to be strong and to be cherished. These seemed contradictory, but only if you viewed care as implying weakness. Published research findings, The Modern Woman's Dilemma, Wanting Equality and Romance, detailed the survey results, the contradictions, the confusion, the pain it caused both for women